has a third eyelid, but it's pulled down pretty far. I never saw it pulled down that far before. The whole thing, all the tissue down is just pulled back so far. Just going very gently. Try to make, when you're making these cuts, try to make them even. Don't do this sort of thing when you're cutting, because you're just going to have ragged edges. Try to make this smooth cuts. You can't cut all at once because the tissue is thicker than your blade. You can make some cuts there. And I found my optic nerve. It's right there. It's showing up. See that little round thing right there? Optic nerve. There's the other side of it. And it was coming out at an angle, it looks like. I'm trying to find the other end of it. Where'd that thing go? Let's slice some more. Anyway, found that. And when we've got that identified, we want to go ahead and strip off some of this tissue, but I don't think I'm going to do a whole lot more because I'm trying to hurry up here. Extra stuff out of the way without cutting my fingers off. When you have identified on the outside the sclera, the cornea, the limbus, third eyelid if you have it, regular eyelids if you have it, and the optic nerve on the back side, and you've also looked at some of the muscles there and some of the fat back here, the next thing you want to do is cut the eyeball in half, and you're going to have the front half with the cornea and the back half with the optic nerve. And so, see there's my cornea, and see how that's oriented, and I'm going to try to cut around like this. Once again, don't try to cut through the whole thing at once. You're going to just cut into the wall of the eyeball. You're going to try to not chop into the vitreous if we have a good one here. So starting off with making a little puncture. And part of what you're going to learn here is that thing is tougher than it looks. Well, don't do that. It'll keep your mouth. No. Now that I've got that little hole, now I'm going to just put in and kind of push down. It's going to work way better if you're trying to push down against your tray. And just go in a little bit. You don't need to go in far at all because you're not trying to cut everything in there in half.
And keep your mouth closed.
Yeah. Okay. That's pigment coming out. That's from the choroid, which is a heavily pigmented structure. Work your way around there a little bit. Try to meet up on the other side somehow. See where I'm going on this side. Okay, so far so good. And you get to roll it around so much. Watch this. I can always see what they can see here.
I can adjust.